empower them in knowing what they are. I empower them to move beyond the past. I empower them to know that they do have a gift, even if they think that they don't. I show them that something else is possible if they maybe gave up on the world, they gave up on themselves, they gave up on their families, on their creation, on their future. I love showing people that they are valuable, that they are very specific, unique energy, that it's only one in the world. There's no more of those energies and vibrations in the world. So if they are cutting it out, they're not being all of that. They're robbing the world of the gift that the world is requiring and desiring and looking for. So if we all stepped up and started being who we be and who we are, the world will be a very, very, very different place. I always was very interested in very strange things. I refused to do mainstream things. And I grew up in a household where metaphysics and spirituality was very normal. And I started reading books about that when I was very young, 7, whenever I could read. And I thought this is very normal, and this is what you do, and people know about these things. And then I started discovering that it is not at all. And I'm very strange, and I'm very weird. And I kind of tried to hide and pretend to be somebody else, and I got really, really good at it. I became this amazing chameleon. I could be anybody wanted me to be in the moment. And I realized that I'm not being me ever, 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 years later after I was being this. So I was like this just always flowing energy of somebody else, but not me. So is this really a contribution to the world? Probably not, if we're trying to be somebody else. So that's why my message is so strong, to be you. Everybody else is taken. And I did different things in life. I went to college, I was a tourist guide, that was my biggest career, and I loved doing that, but I always was reading books about self-development and self-help and natural healing methods, and I just stayed with it. And at some point I realized this is what I want to do actually. And I moved to America after living in another 6 countries before, and I realized I don't want to get a job. I don't want to just be staying at home mom. I would like to make a change and difference in the world. And this is how it happened. I just kept going and kept going. It's very different how I work with each person. There's not a cookie cutter formula. There's no 1, 2, 3 ABC. It's not like that. I literally just sit with the person, or have them laying on the massage table, or we can do it on the phone or on Skype, and kind of tune into what they're being and ask them a lot of questions. Because it's not about me telling them what I perceive and know about them, it's about them telling me what's going on, and then we can further explore together. So through the questions, I let them know what they know, because they are the only ones that know about themselves. You know, if I tell them, it might be not as empowering as if they get it themselves. So we look at all the places and spaces where this issue or this program they're running in their life, or this repeated behaviors or running their life might be stemming from. So we're looking for the seed, we're looking for the roots, we're looking for the first time it happened, we're looking for into the past lifetimes. I love looking into the past lifetimes, like how many times you've done that, and where's the very first seed when you planted this, when this happened, and it might be a very long time ago. And then we just unlock it and we clear it and we change the energy, because energy for me is something that can be changed. You cannot destroy energy or clear energy, but you can change it so it becomes something else. So if something is really solidified and hard and strong, and there's all this emotional baggage that somebody has, it's just energy. I know it seems very real and it seems like it's so there, and it's just energy. Everything can be dissipated, everything can be changed, everything can be expanded energetically, molecularly, and this is how I work. So every session is very different. Every class I facilitate is very different. And I just go with the person, and whatever shows up, we just go there and we change, and at the end it's like, wow, look how much we've changed. It's so much fun. The world. I would love for the world to know about me, that if I can do it, you can do it. There's nobody who cannot do it if they only choose so. I cannot make someone do something, but I can invite them, I can empower them, I can show them a different possibility. And I have a life, normal life, and I decided one day that I can be happy in my daily life as well. Not only when I facilitate a class or work with a client, because this is my greatest joy to actually do this. And then I started looking at all the places where I wasn't being all of that in my daily life. And now I can be happy and joyful whether I'm being a mom at the school or with my children, or we'll go to the park or making dinner, or we'll go out for dinner as a family with my husband, or we'll just watch a movie. Finding the joy in daily living, this is the biggest thing about me. And I know that if somebody's looking for this, when they see it, they might desire it as well. So this is the empowerment piece. This is the invitational piece. Like, you can also choose that to be happy. You don't have to dwell on the past. You don't have to hang on to the past. It's just the past. It happened. It's great. And what would it be like for you if you were in the now and always looked at the future? What can you create from now into the future? Because this is what people need to know, that we are creators of our lives. We are this master, powerful creators of everything that shows up in our life. We're not the victims. We're not the pathetic and weak ones. Okay, the world is not a perfect place, but if we all knew that we are the creators of everything around us, maybe we would choose something else in our daily lives. My work with entities is very interesting, and I have a very probably common and usual story as many people that struggle with depression and suicidal thoughts, and they're feeling overwhelmed, and they are just feeling strange in the world. And I had that when I was growing up. I always was aware of things, but I didn't know what it was. I thought, I'm just a depressed person, I'm a sad person, I shouldn't live, because why should I be here? And then when I started playing with the tools of access consciousness and tools of talk to the entities, I discovered that was my awareness of entities. And when I looked at that and I learned those tools and started using them in my daily life, I recognized how huge this invisible world is actually. We think when it's physical, it's real. When it's not physical or energetic, it's not real. It's actually the opposite. The energetics plays such a huge role in our behaviors, how we feel, how we look at ourselves. We can be influenced by so many energies out there, and some of them are entities. And entities are these bodiless energies, beings that moved on, and there's many things. They're entities. This chair is an entity, this room is an entity, your car is an entity, the business is an entity. But I focus more on beings without bodies, whether they're these beautiful light beings, they're very, very conscious and amazing, or people that just died and they don't know what to do with themselves. And everything I learned before about what happens after death might not be the case. So I love teaching people how to work with entities, deal with them, handle them in a very pragmatic way. And it changes immediately from being overwhelmed, being tired, feeling sick, feeling just paranoid about something, or angry, or upset, or depressed. You become a happy person, sometimes in a matter of minutes, sometimes a matter of just one moment, one realization, one release of the energy. And seeing it now, I teach it all the time practically. This is mostly what I do. Teach these tools of working with entities, clearing entities, communicating with entities, receiving from entities, because we can also receive from them. There are beings out there that would like to contribute to us, just like we contribute to the world, and just like the plants contribute to the world, right? So if we cut ourselves off from this receiving, we are forgetting and not using all these powerful energies that could make our lives better and more expansive and amazing and beautiful and whole and complete. Because that's the idea of oneness, includes everything, judges nothing, right? So if we exclude entities, we're entity as well, so we're excluding ourselves from everything. So these classes and these tools and the sessions I do with entities and teaching people about entities are just so much fun and so easy to get. Like, everybody can do it. I haven't met anyone who did not hear an entity or perceive an entity or did not get the message that was given to them. You just have to guide them in a way and show them how to do it, and then they can. Everybody can do it. It's so easy and so empowering and beautiful. easy to be found. I'm all over Facebook as Gosia Lorenz, and also gosialorenz.com. And I travel the world, so even if you're somewhere in a remote area, you can bring me and I can be there as well. I travel everywhere where the place, space, people desire me. I also travel land. I actually perceive where there needs to be something needs to be done with the land, something needs to be done with the area, and I just go there if there's desire to have me. So very easy to find me.